guys, and welcome back to So You Call Yourself a Mom. I'm Ashley, your host, and today we have another special guest with us, Miss Rudy.
Hi.
So Rudy is going to tell us what it's like to be a mom in the military.
Being a mom in the military, it's a whole thing.
It's a
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Sure.
really interesting though. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I have 4 children.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I have 4.
I'm going to tell you like I told
I
Alyssa.
have 4.
Y'all and these 4 kids, keep that water over there.
Jason needs 3 siblings.
Absolutely not.
But it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Each child has brought like a different journey into motherhood.
Yeah.
Growth.
Right.
And the military and its restrictions
Mm-hmm.
and its benefits.
Yeah.
Is good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say that it's been interesting. At my first baby, I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody around me was like, "Oh no, you can't lift that. Are you following your profile?"
Right.
So they make sure you're well taken care of. I
Yeah.
would say that, like, they make sure you follow your limitations that your doctor sets for you. So, I mean, in that regard, they make sure you're doing good, which I'll be honest, first time mom me, I was 23 and I was like, no, I'm 23.
Right.
Like, I was just like playing tennis.
Right.
Well, pretending to play. I ain't gonna say
Because you wouldn't know
yeah,
good.
exactly. I was just pretending to play tennis.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, oh no, I'm a college student. Like,
Right.
what are you talking about? Like,
Right.
pregnant or not?
Yeah.
No, the baby says it just up down.
Mhm.
My battle buddies was like, ma'am, sit down.
Sit down.
And so I had to listen.
Right.
Yeah. So and drink my water.
Right.
Yeah.
Sit down, drink your water,
Sit down,
eat
drink
your
my
fruit.
water, eat
No.
my fruit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was really good pregnancy all throughout. At him, 29 hours self labor, 18 without epidural.
You belong in the military.
Yeah, it was. Listen, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So yes, I had a good birth experience pretty much with him. A few little things, but hey, overall, healthy mommy, healthy baby.
Right. That's what matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I breastfed him. So coming back onto duty, I missed my first trio.
Oh.
Cause yeah.
How did that work out?
My commander was like, "Where are you? What do you think you're doing?" And I was like, "But have you seen his face?
Right. Your
How
baby.
do
Yeah.
you leave this
Right.
tiny little face?"
I still ain't left 2 years later, so I'm waiting.
Yeah,
my
you
baby.
just have never slept on that?
No.
Girl,
No.
are you serious?
Jason be in my skin, and I love him.
Honestly, I feel it though.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm saying that now is because I have a foot. Because that
Yeah.
is not 14.
Right.
He can go when he feels like it. As long as like I can see him within a week.
Right.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. But it's just like, yeah. So I understand that. Because they're like, oh, who wants my baby? Why?
Right.
Why do you need
no.
him? No, he is my cuteness.
Yeah.
You can glance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stare
Leave
too
him right
hard.
there. Don't-
Exactly. Don't touch my
touch him.
baby.
Yeah.
So having to leave him was hard, but
Yeah.
I did it. Thank God.
Right.
And it was really good though, because they supported me through everything. Back then we didn't have like a designated place to breastfeed or to pump.
Yeah.
So I had to like pump in the back of a Humvee, which is like military trucks, and the LMTV. Back then that was called 5 tons. Kind of my age. The name of the truck has changed.
Right.
Like,
It's been a long time.
I know. So like, yeah, it was good.
Mhm.
First one was good. I was gearing up for deployment, and I knew I was gonna have to leave him. Gearing up for deployment. My husband, he was deploying. He left, and I thought I was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "No, you're gonna be pregnant while I'm gone."
Don't worry about it. You
Found out I
can
was
sit at the
pregnant
house.
again. Exactly. Found out I was pregnant again. I was like, okay, so I guess I'm not deploying.
Yeah.
He deployed, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
So after that, he came home. Okay, we had the second baby. Now her birth story
A little different.
is a little different. A little different. I had the first time I had a doctor. The second time I had a midwife.
Mm-hmm.
And my midwife was really just like, I don't know the word crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
She was crunchy. She was crunchy. And I was in my crunchy area.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I was in my crunchy area.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I know the preservatives.
Right.
Fun fact, my baby did not eat candy.
Mm.
In fact, he didn't have Katie until he was 2. I was like really crunchy.
Yeah, it's like
Really
nah,
crunchy.
natural. Yeah,
Yes.
I got you.
did
I got
that.
you. Yeah.
So in my crunchy mom era,
Mm-hmm.
healthy pregnancy, gave birth to her.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I was going to my doctor's appointment that day.
Yeah.
I was in labor. Contractions weren't that bad. So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, okay, I don't think this is real labor. I think
Right.
this is like, maybe this is break.
Yeah.
Got to the office. I was 10 centimeters.
Okay, here we go about this. They should have put you out. They should have put you out because you do too much. You do way too much. How you get that 10 centimeters?
It
Hey,
just
I'm
wasn't
ready.
that bad. I literally had gone like, I washed some clothes, folded some clothes. Like my mom was watching my 1-year-old that day. And did my little laundry, had to do a little grocery shopping. And I knew something was up when I was in the grocery store. And the lady was like, are you supposed to be in here?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? And so she was like, don't have the baby in the store. I was like, I don't think I'm in real labor.
Right, I'm good.
I'm good.
Get my groceries.
She was just like, let me hear what you
Get you away from me.
Yes. She rushed me through. And so then we were moving into an apartment. I went and signed my lease and picked up my keys. Like it was like,
yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm here to sign my lease.
Yeah.
Keys. I have an appointment later.
Right.
What are you talking about?
I got something to do. Come on.
She was like, hey, like,
right. Get out the office.
Get out.
Everybody's putting you out.
Yes, they were. So I went to my mom, hey, let's go to my appointment. She said, okay, cool. We get in the car. Mind you, it's like an hour drive because we live in Greenville. So we get to the doctor's office, the midwife's office.
Yeah.
10 centimeters. She was like, yeah, I'm putting you in my car.
Come on.
She took me out the bag, took the car across the street, had the baby in like 5 minutes of getting to the hospital. So
that's wild there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting story.
Right.
Yeah. Because I had a crunchy midwife, I love her. Lisa Blunt, shout out to you. Girl, you great. But we had talked about birth positions. So I squatted to like give birth to her. And so she was like, do you want to catch her? Like, I was like, that's an option?
Right. You sure about that?
Now, I know we discussed, different positions to make birth easier, but I can catch my baby?
Right.
I catch my baby?
Right.
Cool, let's do it. So, hey.
I got butterfingers. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I did. I caught her. I'm sure that those nursing students that were in there, their life will never be the same.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't.
Right. Like,
mine was not.
Because first of all, why are you doing all this?
They were like, my midwife was like, yeah, she wants to squat. And they were like, huh?
What?
And they were like, all y'all need to do is just make sure she doesn't fall. And I was just like, okay, let's do it.
Right.
So I squat and I push her out.
Yeah.
And she was like, and catch her. So I caught her. And they were like, girl, when I birthed her, I was crying. The students were crying. My midwife was like, oh my God, y'all
different.
They were different.
Yeah.
So yes, that was that birth story. It was good. Breastfed again.
Yeah.
Went back to drill on time this time.
There you go.
Drill.
Yeah. Because I told you, don't do it anymore.
Yeah. I learned about this the first time.
Yeah.
They're not playing. So we're going to have to be ready to go back.
Yeah.
So thankfully, the timing worked out that we didn't have drill, I think the month after she was born. So the following month we did. So I was like, see, that was for me.
Right. Yeah. Y'all knew that.
Yeah, thank you. So I went back, was breastfeeding, pumping, had to find somewhere to store the milk. Went to AT, went to the field, did some cool stuff. Hot fuel helicopters, pumping milk, putting it in freezers.
Yeah.
So did all of that. It was a really good experience. And then about maybe 6 months after she was born, I became active duty. And so I've been active duty ever since. So been doing that. It's been good. Along came 6 years later, I was pregnant again. Number 3. His birth story was interesting because For some reason, they said I was a geriatric
Mm-hmm.
pregnancy. I was like, y'all,
Don't play with me.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to put age on this.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Don't do
Listen. Don't do that.
exactly. Don't do that. So they were like, yeah, you're kind of high risk because you're older. I was like, I am only 29.
I know. I'm still in my 40s.
Yes. So like, y'all play with somebody else.
Right.
So yeah, they say you're high risk, so they took extra precautions, did all the things. I was active duty. At that time, we had 12 weeks of maternity leave.
Oh.
They had just come out with it maybe like 3 months before I was supposed to have him. So I was one of the first people in the office, like, they were like, oh, you getting 12 weeks? Like,
yeah, I'm not finna miss
like,
my drill.
yes, I was going, listen, prepare the others.
Right, I ain't gonna be there.
I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I did that, and thankfully I was able to have my laptop and still, communicate as much as I needed to or whatever. So had my maternity leave. Thankfully I had a really good staff around me. So I didn't have to do much of anything, but I had the option because, hey, we're in the technology advanced world. Yeah. And after that I went back to work. Still pumping. At that point, we still didn't have lactation rooms in the military, so still had to find somewhere. Yeah, this person's office, and it's funny because the building that I was working in at the time, there was one office that was always vacant. It had always been vacant, and so I started pumping and getting the key to it. Then they were like, this is not going to be the colonel's office. And I was like, oh.
That's awkward.
So I'm going to give y'all this feedback.
Right.
And they said, oh, no, don't worry. They said, no, don't worry. The colonel said you can come. I was like, I'm not pumping in the colonel's office.
Right.
Like, I was a class.
Yeah.
Something.
So well, yeah.
Yes.
That ain't gonna work.
So, yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not pumping in the colonel's office. So, that was a good experience. I did find somewhere else to pump. Yeah. Thankfully. It went well. And so this last baby, they changed the rules again. I think now it's 6 weeks plus 12 weeks. So you get 18 weeks.
Wow.
Yes.
They came on weeks.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
And they changed how we can do it. Now it used to be you have to take it straight, but now you can break it up. You can take you have to take the first 6 because you're still under doctor's care. Right. But the 12 you can break up so that you don't have to miss too much work. Right. Like that. So it was really good. I was able to have a temporary replacement for myself this time. So I tell you, this time was like smooth.
Smooth feeling, yeah.
Oh my goodness, guys. Like,
thanks. Y'all finally get it.
Y'all get it. Thank you. So it went well. Had a great experience. Good birth. Good healthy baby, healthy mom. Of course, I had to leave and go back to work. Right. Thankfully now we have lactation rooms.
So it's easier.
It's easier, much easier, like a dedicated space.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about who has the key.
Right.
To figure out, am I going to be safe in this room?
Right.
And when I say safe, I don't mean like I feel in danger, but if somebody else
walked
the key,
in,
and it's like, you're a breastfeeding mom. It's like, I'm trying to pump.
Yeah.
If I get my mind out of the pump.
Right. It's over with.
Yeah. So thankfully, I haven't had to leave any of them for an extended period of time, like no longer than maybe I think 30 days at the most. Right. So that's been really good. Yeah, but I mean, my youngest is 1, so I'm like, so adorable. She's so funny. The way I love her, but her side eyes, everything.
It's so don't talk to me.
I really try to feel like. And people are like, you're so nice. What's up?
Why are your baby like that?
Listen.
No. Right. It's above me. Okay.
Yeah, it's above me. Yeah, I don't pick these things.
Right.
But yes, it's been a really good experience. I would say, if I had to do it all over again, I would change a thing. So
I love that. I love that.
It's been really good.
Good.
Yes.
So do you feel like that, being in the military, do you ever have that fear of okay, if I get called on deployment, how does that affect my kids? Or, mentally, does that weigh on you a lot?
I would say that with the first 2, it did because we were still in the midst of active conflicts.
Right.
And So I was like, okay. But with my third, I feel pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
And so now that, my youngest is 1, I'm just like,
Mhm.
okay. So I realized, like, I need to prepare them.
Mhm.
So my kids range from 14 to 1. So I've been having conversations, which I'll be honest, being a military mom also means that you have training and awareness that I guess we call everybody else civilians.
Right. Yeah. No, it's okay.
But that civilians don't have.
Right.
So I have always been a little bit more aware, a little bit more vigilant, and I have kind of passed that along to my kids.
Yeah.
If you hear my kids joking about, like, you better be careful because the kidnapper's going to get you.
Yeah.
Like, I have told them, like, there are very bad people in this world
Right.
that don't care for you. They don't care that you're cute.
Right.
Like,
That means nothing.
That means nothing to
Yeah.
them. So they'll say sometimes, like, especially if, like, my 7-year-old is running around, it's like, the kidnapper's going to get you.
Yeah.
Like, over here.
Right.
And I have a rule for them.
Mhm.
If I am standing somewhere and if I can't touch you and you've gotten too far away, then you're wrong.
Right.
So, and I normally say, hey, can I touch you?
Mhm.
Okay, then that means you're too
You're
far
too
away.
far,
So you're
yeah.
getting closer. So
Right.
they have, like, that awareness.
Mhm.
There's also other things that come with it, like their Army values, and I kind of had to instill them in those. So,
Yeah.
like, they understand, like, respect and duty. So they
Yeah.
understand that, like, okay, we respect what mom does.
Mhm.
She has a duty, and she's going to fulfill it. So, honestly, I think that in times that may seem kind of uncertain,
Yeah.
it's like there's almost like those signs that says keep calm and carry on.
Yeah.
There's just kind of like a keep calm and carry on. about me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, like, thankfully, the military has prepared me for that. But at the same time, my kids are like, okay, mommy, what are we going to do? And they
Right.
realize, like, okay, we're going to have to, like,
Yeah.
and I've told
So-
them, like, okay, listen, I know that you have heard things in the news.
Right.
And I know that, we talked about, mommy may have to deploy.
Mhm.
And so now it's time. So
Yeah.
they understand that, there are more responsibilities
Right.
for them
Mhm.
in this time. Like, okay, we're going to have to be a little bit more mature than we normally are.
Right.
Like, we're going to have to, rise to the occasion
Yeah.
in
We're gonna
different
have
ways.
to be,
Yeah. So,
it's like we have to have in our mind, like, what is mommy saying right now? Like,
yeah.
hey, don't do that. I'm too far. Like
Yes.
keeping that. That's good though.
Yeah. So I've started to prepare them, like, mommy may have to go.
Yeah.
And it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
You're going to be okay. And I mean, we've had some really, I think, conversations that some other families may not have to have.
Right.
I try to kind of prepare them, like, it's my privilege to serve. I
Mhm.
enjoy serving,
Yeah.
protecting and defending our Constitution. So it's not a burden.
Right.
And I try to tell them, like, I know that you feel afraid.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid.
Right.
And it's okay if you're afraid. And we
Mhm.
can talk through those things.
Mhm.
The military also has a very, very good program called the Family Readiness Program.
Mhm.
And so what they do is, depending on where people are located, like, they bring the kids together. So they're kind of military kids
Yeah.
together. Because it's like to be able to share, like, oh, we're all going through this together.
Right.
So that's been really good. So that has helped them along the way, all
Yeah.
throughout, like, all of their different phases and stages. And so they have a good understanding that they're not alone,
Right.
that there are other kids who are going through the same thing. So that has helped a lot. And I think that knowing that support system, as well as, like, my own support system is
Yeah.
there,
Mhm.
it's like I'm more settled in, like, okay, I'm going to be able to go and do my
What I need to
duty,
do,
do
yeah.
my job.
Mhm.
I take care of soldiers for a living. That's what I do. I love what I do.
Yeah.
So I get to go do that,
Mhm.
and I know that they're taken care of. But I
Right.
also kind of prepared them to know that, like, mom's going to be okay. It's
Mhm.
going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like a keep calm and carry on.
Right.
And it's so funny, too, because to see them, like, my daughter, my 12-year-old, she's like the second mom.
She's small, like, she's like, hey.
So she be passing out the orders. And
Yeah.
I'm like, goodbye, baby.
Follow my footsteps. Like,
Yes. And she's quick to tell her either big brother or little brother,
Yeah.
hey, are you supposed to be doing that? So I'm like, you know what? They're going to be fine.
They're gonna be just fine. Yeah.
They're going to be just
Yeah.
fine. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's been interesting, but I think that I'm prepared and they're prepared. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think most civilian jobs don't have anything like the military. Like, you have your baby, you get your 6 weeks, come back to work. And I'll say, like, some jobs do, adjust and have those lactation rooms, like you said, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But a lot of jobs, it's just like kind of, you got your 15-minute break, you better make it work. I think for me, that's personally why I was like, I just don't think that I'll be able to go back to work right now. Especially like trying to pump. Like you said, it's hard trying to pump,
Yeah.
make sure your milk get in the refrigerator, because they don't have to cater to those things. But I think just knowing how far, like you said, from your first child to your last child, how much they progressed. I love that.
I can see the difference.
Yeah.
A funny story about that. After I had my second child,
Mhm.
I was on some temporary orders. So
Mhm.
I was on orders for maybe about a year. And like I said, I went on orders when she was 6 months.
Mhm.
And so I was on those temporary orders and I was secretly pumping.
Like,
I know it sounds crazy, but I was, because I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like I never want to seem like I need favors or any
right,
favoritism.
or like I gotta have special
treatment.
Yeah.
So what I was doing is like, I would pump before leaving home,
Mhm.
or really, before leaving home,
Mhm.
drop the kids off at daycare, and then we got time. We had our workout time. So I do my
Mhm.
workout time. I'll take a quick 15-minute pump after my workout time.
Mhm.
And then like I would wait like maybe 2 hours,
Mhm.
and then I would take another pump.
Yeah.
15 minutes. So
Right.
those like power pumping sessions,
Yeah.
like, killed me.
Yeah.
And then I would pump at lunch, and then
Uh-huh.
come back after lunch, go back to work, 2
Yeah.
hours, and then pump 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, okay, I'm good.
but
Yeah.
it's funny because I was pumping in the locker room at the time,
Mhm.
and my boss, who was a colonel, he was like, so he pulled me to his office.
Uh-huh.
And he was a really, really serious man.
Mhm.
And he was like, there's been concerns about you disappearing.
That's me.
And he
Okay, I'm sorry.
said, he was like, the team that you're on, you guys are here temporarily, and it's a privilege to be here.
Mhm.
He was like, what have you been doing? And when I tell you, I was so nervous. I said, sir, I have not been gone long each time.
Mhm.
And before I even told him, I went to explain it. He was like, I didn't ask you how long you have been gone. What are you doing?
Where you going?
I said, I have a newborn and she's breastfed and I'm pumping milk for her. He was like, why wouldn't you tell me that?
Say that. Like,
He seemed more upset at the fact that I didn't
Yeah.
share, but I didn't want any special treatment.
Right.
But after that, I was able to like keep my same schedule.
Yeah.
It was like no problem. I
Yeah.
feel like I didn't have to sneak in.
right. It's like,
And it's
I got
like,
you.
yeah, that's what he was like. And I was just like, I didn't want special treatment. I didn't want
Right.
people trying to say that I was trying to get
Yeah.
along the way. Each thing that I've had to face kind of has reassured my trust and commitment, because it's
Mhm.
like, okay, the same way that I have everybody's back, that I'm so glad they have mine too. So it's just
Right.
like, okay, it helped me to know that we're all serving, we're all doing our duty, and we're
Yeah.
all looking out for each other.
Right.
It was really good.
'Cause, yeah, you work somewhere around here, you don't get that.
Yeah.
You not get that. Every
And
man
I've
for
heard
himself.
horror stories.
Yeah.
Even like, was to me the most surprising, I've heard some nurses
Mhm.
how they literally are not able to. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow. And I realized I've been really blessed. Like,
Yeah.
I am beyond blessed, because I mean, I couldn't imagine not being able to pump.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
and another fun fact, I'm an oversupplier. So
Mhm.
if I couldn't,
Yeah,
it would be
it's terrible. Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
But it worked out
Yeah.
well. So it's been really good. I would say that. And even now, girl, of course you get the pump through the insurance.
Mhm.
Now insurance even pays for the breast milk storage bags.
Ah.
So this time around,
Yeah.
I was
It's like, I got it. Okay. I'll be there. Yeah.
thank you. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm like, yeah, it's been really good. It's been
Mhm.
amazing. Yeah.
And I'll say this, I think it's funny that you mentioned nurses not being able to do that. I wasn't a nurse, but I work in behavioral health field. And I think like, a lot of jobs will tell you, we're going to support you with this journey, when you're pregnant. And, if you want to breastfeed or whatever, we'll get you those 15-minute breaks and stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, wait, we wasn't really serious about that. Like, we want you to still work, do your job. If you got to pump, you got to do that on your own time, because we still need you on the clock. And I think that's why a lot of people choose, I'm going to stay home with my baby, because
Yes.
I'm going to make sure my baby's straight first.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of jobs that just don't accommodate that. So, like you said, that's one thing that is amazing, that you have that opportunity to be able to, like, I'm going to serve my kids, but I'm going to serve the country as well.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It has been amazing. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard, just been in doctor's offices and heard horror stories of experiences, and I'm just like, I feel so bad for you.
Right. Like, I don't have that problem.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't really say that I have not had a lot of problems. And it's the crazy part is, like, being away, like, for 2 weeks or 30 days away from my baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how much milk you really build up.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, like, I think it was with my second. I went home with like 106-ounce bags.
That's wild.
After 2 weeks.
That's
100. It was over 100. I want to say it was like maybe 112 or 120.
Yeah.
6-ounce bags.
Rudy.
Listen.
Cow, aren't you?
Thanks, no thanks. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So, like, I will say, like, I'm so thankful that, you know, I am in the career field that I'm in, because I don't think I would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
it definitely, I feel like in most other careers, they would have dried up, or you would have been hurting. Yeah, hurting.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I even used those times to increase my supply if I thought it was going to dip, because I was worried about it dipping away.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, eating more oatmeal or drinking the coconut water or whatever, doing all the little things, or the yellow Gatorade or whatever, trying to get the supply.
Get that supply back up.
Trying to maintain it. And it never dropped. Now, it dropped in other things. It was more so like me not drinking water when I was with the baby.
Yeah. It's like, that's on me.
But I could never say that, like, my service prevented me from doing like, to taking care of my family. And
just hearing your story and being able to, like, give that, you know, saying like, hey, I can be a mom and serve my country. I can be a mom and do my job. Like, that's a thing that I think a lot of moms don't get in the career fields that they're in. So I wanted to be like, you know what? This is a type of job that a lot of moms don't think to do. Like, because it's like, okay, no, I'm worried about my kids. I'm worried about, you know, the potential danger that I could be in. And it's just to hear you say, I'm not worried about nothing. Like, my kids are fine. I know we have a set what we're gonna do if this is the thing that has to happen.
Yes, we're prepared.
We're prepared.
Yeah,
like,
we are.
And that's amazing.
It has been amazing. I will say that. And I think that, I mean, I never thought of it like that, because I don't think from this to this.
Right. Yeah, you think from a military perspective. I gotta be prepared regardless for anything.
Yes. And honestly, I mean, it makes me more prepared than any and every situation.
Right.
Like, so it's been really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl, I don't be prepared to go to the grocery store. So I'm just like, I commend you, because I'm like the most, like, I'll be like, dang, did I pack enough cups? Did I pack diapers? Like,
no,
literally, I be like,
I haven't. I think after he may have been like 6 months, I had it down to the science. I already knew I'm going to park next to the cart return.
Right.
I'm going to choose this entrance.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that I keep my trip this amount of time.
Right.
He's going to now.
Right.
When I tell you the military help with time management, and apply that to what it's like.
Girl, you have the equation.
It's like, yes, I'm going to have these things in place. If he cries.
That's amazing. Like, and I think that honestly, having that time, like you said, that time schedule is like, okay, I know at this time I'm going to do this. I'm going to pump this long. I'm going to have all these things set in place. And then having your children to, you know, like getting them to the point where they understand, like, hey, this is mommy's job. This is the reality of what could possibly happen. I don't know if it will, but if it does, we're ready for it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'll be able to do that, because, you know, I feel like it be me. I ain't even finna blame my baby. It be me. Because I be like, oh yeah, I'm finna go do this and that. And then my mom be like, okay, well yeah, we'll keep the baby. I get in the car and I'd be like, you know what? I ain't even gotta do it. I have to take him with me. It's okay. And she be like, Ashley, go. Give him the baby. No, it's all right. I'm gonna take him with me. Like, yeah. So it's like the fact that you like, you know, I left my baby for 2 weeks because I had drill, and I came back, she was the same. She was fine.
Yes.
Like, I don't feel like I can do that.
I think you feel
Ain't no way.
She said,
Just like right now, like,
you think about it.
it's in 2 hours. And I'm like, dang, what my baby doing? I wonder what he doing. Like,
Well, I would say too, it helps like FaceTime.
Yeah.
It does help.
yeah.
And which I feel like it's a guilty mom thing, but like with each one of them, if I knew I had to leave, I gotta have something that smells like them.
Yeah.
It
You
helps.
take your blanket out,
I'm
your
gonna take
t-shirt. Yeah.
shirt, whatever. Like I'm gonna take like the thing that you have closest to you.
Yeah.
And
I'm taking it.
I would take it with me because at least I can look at him and be like, oh my baby.
Right. I'm taking the baby pacifier all in.
Yes, it's like, okay, I'm back to work.
Right. Like, the baby crying out. I can't find a pacifier. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I mean,
That is so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Rudy, honestly, I want to thank you for taking the time out from your babies to come do this with me, because I think it is very important for a lot of moms to understand that you can be a mom, you can work, you can do it all. Like, you can have it all and your kids are fine. Like, I ain't got there yet, but I'm gonna get there because, you know, you encouraged me today.
I'm glad.
I ain't going back to work though.
Honestly, I understand.
Yeah, like,
I was a stay-at-home mom for two
yeah,
years.
I
understand.
He rolling like,
Yes.
that's my little rider right there. He just be ready like, let's go, Mom.
Like,
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, can I get my backpack?
Right.
He's so
Like,
cute with his little backpack.
I'd be like, hey, go get your shoes. Come on. We finna. He like, okay, let's go.
Let's
All
go.
right. But yeah,
Yeah.
you encouraged me though. You did. Oh,
Yeah, girl,
yeah, you encouraged me. But, the work field, they ain't gonna see
She
me.
said not yet. Not yet. She said a little bit more time.
Yeah.
A little bit more time.
I feel like, I think I have terrible time management. Like, I will literally, like, if he sleep till 9 o'clock, I'll be up, but I'm gonna lay in bed. Like, that's my problem. I wouldn't say lazy, but I didn't got in the routine of like being at home with him and stuff like that. Like, cause when I used to work, like, I worked my whole pregnancy and all that stuff. I was up at like 5 o'clock, went to work, worked all day, came home. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know it's in me to do it, but I think like, I don't know. I have a fear of like, I'm gonna miss something like big when it comes to him. Like,
honestly, I'm
like, he does so many different things like so quick. Like, one day we were laying there, he just started counting. He was counting to 10. I was like, wait, when you started doing that?
wait.
And then he's like, the other day, he told me, he was like, I want swing. And I was like, you just said a sentence. You ain't did that before. Say it again. Let me record you. He started laughing like, girl, no, don't do that.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I
like,
want it,
yeah, right, let's go swing. But yeah, but all that aside, I want to genuinely thank you for taking the time out for being with us
Thank you for
today.
having me. Girl, I'm really excited.
Right, like, yeah, but yeah. So, guys, please, please, please let Rudy's story be an encouragement. If you are a working mom, that you can do it all. You can do both. I can't do both, but I know a lot of y'all can. We ain't the same. So, Rudy, thank you for joining us today. And guys, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go subscribe to our channel and follow us on all of our social media accounts. Until next time, guys, grab your mommy juice. Bye.
Bye.